During our voyage on the Disney Magic, I found myself all over the ship, from the Aquadunk all the way to Sea Treasures, and in today's video I'm going to give you a walkthrough of the entire ship. Just a quick side note, if you've been on a ship before, you may know that port is left and starboard is right, and if you're like me, you may know that it's extremely easy to forget those things. So when I did forget it during our walkthrough, and it happened maybe 2 or 3 times, I'll be sure to add some text so you know exactly where we are. Okay, let's hop right in. Let's start the tour of the Disney Magic here on Deck 10 aft. Now, aft of the ship means the rear of the ship, and if you look over my left shoulder here, that is the rear of the ship. The area up here is great for extended seating for cabanas. You can see breakfast bright and early, perfect spot. Right below us is Deck 9, which is a continuation of that seating. Cabanas is in Deck 9. Let's go take a look. Cabanas is your main buffet dining location, one of my favorite spots for breakfast. There's seating for cabanas both inside and out. There is a mandatory hand washing station right outside of cabanas. Outside of cabanas is the Deck 9 elevators. There are 3 sets of elevators, aft, midship, and forward. These are the aft ones, but now let's go back outside onto Deck 9, take the stairs back up to Deck 10. Stepping out of cabanas, again, we're in the aft section. I'm on Deck 9. This is the kids area. You can see the twist and spout slide, aqua lab, and the kids pool right there. Right next to the kids area, you can find the Duck-In Diner, similar to Pete's Boiler Bite on the Disney Wonder. Then we have Frozone treats and ice cream, where you can get those ice creams throughout the adventure. I'm on the starboard side of the ship now, near the aft section. Let's head up these stairs and take a look at Deck 10. All around the ship, you'll find trash cans and areas for towel return. All along Deck 10, you'll find seating, great spots for sunbathing during the day. We're making our way toward the middle of the ship, called midship. On the starboard side, the right side of the ship, you can see this is the family pool. Funnel vision right there with the TV, and 2 family jacuzzis. This is not just for adults, it's for everyone. This is also where the Wave Away celebration happens. I'm making my way forward now, but you can see inside this funnel there's something interesting going on in there. Let's take a look. Inside this funnel you can find the entrance to the concierge lounge, maybe one day in the future. Right next to the concierge lounge entrance, we have Vibe for kids. To get to Vibe, all you have to do is go this way and go up the stairs. Now we're going outside this door here, which is toward the starboard part of the ship on Deck 10. As we exit here, you can see the Aquadunk right above me. You drop down right there and go all the way around this slide, which actually goes over the edge of the ship. Looks awesome. Then you make your way right over here. It's a short one, but definitely a lot of adrenaline. I'm on the starboard side of the ship now, making my way to the adult-only section toward the forward part of the ship. Right below me on my right, you can see Quiet Cove with the adult-only pool, 2 adult-only jacuzzis, Signals pool bar, and a lot of sunbathing chairs. During the night, you can also find entertainment from time to time right under that covering right there. Still on Deck 10 on the starboard side, you can see the basketball court right here, and a lot of games you can play near the front of the ship. Let's take a look. Over the bow of the ship, you can go in front of the glass or behind the glass. If we go behind the glass here, you can see foosball and ping pong, and a relatively quiet and low wind area to see over the front of the ship. Since we're at port, the wind should be relatively low, and it definitely feels like it. And looking over the bow of the ship, you can see Mickey right there. I cannot tell you how much I recommend coming out here and just getting one photo just like that. Now, if you're wondering how to get to that pool right there, I can't tell you because it's not for guests, it's only for cast members. Moving toward the aft of the ship now, bows behind me, you can see these stairs right here will take you to the smoking section on Deck 9. Instead of taking those stairs, let's take the ones right closer to the midships. We'll take a closer look at what's there. Okay, just made my way down these stairs in Quiet Cove, keeping my voice down because it is quiet in Quiet Cove. You can see they have towels ready for us at all times right here, even making towel creatures right there around us. Sunbathing chairs and kind of chairs for meals. If you want to get a quick meal in the Quiet Cove area, you can do that. There's the Signals pool bar, not open yet, and right here is Cove Cafe, where you get those specialty coffees. Next to the stairs, forward part of the ship, you can find Sense Spa Salon and the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. You can also find the forward elevators. Again, you can see 4 right here. This is the stairway right there. You can notice it right there, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, right above us. Next to the midship elevators, you can find the Sense Spa and Salon fitness center and massages and all sorts of things back there. On the starboard side of the ship, you can find these chairs, some of my favorites for sitting back, relaxing, and enjoying views of the ocean. As you pass by these right here, you are entering the family area. This area in that direction toward the forward part of the ship, reserved for 18 and over. As you exit the adult-only area, you can find a hair braiding right here, along with several tables for you to get breakfast. Here are more of those tables, and making our way toward the center of the ship, going from starboard to port, you can find that main stage again, middle of the ship, Deck 9. Again, funnel vision right there, a lot of chairs around us, and the family pool and jacuzzis that we saw from Deck 10. Making our way beyond Goofy's pool and the family jacuzzis right here, you can find the pizzeria right there. Right next to Pinocchio's Pizzeria, you can find kind of a bar area area where they do serve alcoholic beverages. Pinocchio's Pizzeria behind me on the starboard side of the ship, making my way around. Here's Ice Cream again, so it kind of just loops around. Relatively small ship. I love the smaller sizes. Next to the kids pool area, Twist and Spout, and the entrance to cabanas and the aft elevators, you can also find Daisy's Delights. Great food here. Now that's deck 9 and 10. Everything in 8, 7, and 6 is all just guest staterooms, so let's make our way to deck 5. You can see, you can find everything you need right up here in the elevators. To give you some orientation, we're right below cabanas, the aft part of the ship on deck 5. That direction, more aft, are more guest staterooms. But as you make your way around the starboard side, this is the port side, so left-hand side of the ship, don't get confused, it's easy to do. You can find the hallway to Buena Vista Theater. You'll notice right away as you change carpets from blue to the movie version, this is the Buena Vista Theater, running first-run movies. Again, you can find everything that you need in the navigator for when the movies are playing, but they also showcase when the movies will be playing right outside the theater. Leaving Buena Vista Theater, we're changing carpets again, and It's a Small World Nursery is right next to the theater for the very youngest in your traveling party. On the Magic, I'm noticing there are a lot of really cool posters and different artwork all around. Definitely take the time to look at it. It is so cool. Beyond It's a Small World Nursery, you can find the Oceaneer Club for younger ones in your traveling party. A lot of fun in there. Leaving this hallway on the starboard side of the ship past the Oceaneer Club, you can see the lobby atrium right below me. 3 decks you can see and access the lobby atrium. Deck 5 where we are now, where it's a relatively short deck. Deck 4 right below us. Deck 3 is the lobby atrium itself. Now you can get a great view of the lobby atrium from any of the decks, and there's seating right next to you. Walking along deck 5, turning right, you can find the midship elevators and the Oceaneer Lab right behind me right there. Now as you walk past the Oceaneer Lab and forward a little bit, you can find one of my favorite views to see the lobby atrium, kind of this rounded overlook. I love it. Something else to point out here as we're looking at the lobby atrium, deck 5 and deck 4 are where you can meet some characters. You can also meet them right in the lobby itself, right in front of Mickey. So there are several character meet and greets throughout the day and several events throughout the adventure. Walking around deck 5, this time on the starboard side, you can see chandeliers right there. Back here is that secret passageway for kids between the Oceaneer Lab and Oceaneer Club. Making our way down to deck 4, you can see there's another overlook right near the elevators. There are a lot of things happening on deck 4, but let's head forward toward the picture of Walt Disney right there. As we're making our way forward, you can see 2 of the main shops, the Mickey's Mainsail Shop and Sea Treasures right over my right shoulder right there. You're walking along, you can see amazing chandeliers above you and a picture of Walt Disney welcoming you to the Walt Disney Theater. I think I said Sea Treasures. I meant Whitecaps. Beyond the photo of Walt himself, we come to Preludes, where you can buy popcorn and different things to eat inside the theater. They're doing a check-in right here, but beyond that, that's the Walt Disney Theater and the forward elevators right there. The picture of Walt Disney behind me is still on deck 4, walking aft again at that overlook. That's the D Lounge right across the way. On deck 4, we can make our way outside to the track, and there's also shuffleboard out there. We're on the port side of the ship now on deck 4. Below me, you can see the running track and the lifeboats above me. There's also shuffleboard and areas to sit back and relax. Now let's go back in the same door we left from so you don't get confused. Inside again on the port side of deck 4 is the DVC desk right there. More chairs for sitting down. The D Lounge is right here again. Deck 4, right near the lobby atrium. Now across the way, that's the Disney planning desk right there where you can plan your next Disney vacation and save on it. Continuing around on the port side, on deck 4, we have all sorts of Disney artwork. Definitely take the time to take a look at it. It's awesome. And the side entrance of the D Lounge. Beyond it, the Shutters Portrait Studio, which does have an additional fee, but from the photos that I've seen, which are included in the lobby atrium, I'm sure they do a great job. Continuing past the Shutters Photo Studio, we have all sorts of these photo kiosks. You touch your key to the world card to the kiosk and you can see the photos that you've taken so far. Now if you've already bought the all digital photo package, you can actually download them to your phone while on board and just continue to look at them as you take them, which I think is really cool. Beyond the photo kiosks and kind of unique to the Disney Magic is Crown Jewelry. They have a jewelry center right here where you can purchase jewelry. Continuing down port side deck 4, you can find Animator's Palette right there. Now we're aft right now, so you can find the aft elevators right back here, and right there is a stairwell which we're going to take right down right now, and across right underneath us on deck 3 is the next restaurant. So you have Animator's Palette, right below us Rapunzel's. On deck 3, almost the exact same spot, Rapunzel's Royal Table right on top of each other. Rapunzel's Royal Table right behind me. Deck 3, aft elevators and staircase to my right hand side. This is the Promenade Lounge. and right in the front of Promenade Lounge is the Connect at Sea desk. If you have any internet connections to figure out, this is the place to go to. During the day they have animation classes and different shows and games that you can play, and the seating isn't just inside the Promenade Lounge, it's also next to each porthole, which I think is really cool. Continuing past the Promenade Lounge is one of those staircases back up to deck 4 midships, and next to it is that third restaurant, Lumiere's. This is the side entrance. On the port side of the ship, deck 3. To my right you can find that Marvel background. Great photo on Marvel Day at Sea Adventures. Right over here you can find seating areas, and right behind me, that is the guest services desk for everything you need that happens during the adventure. If you have any questions, that's the place to go to. Piano right here in the lobby atrium. This is where you can find that statue of Captain Mickey. The main entrance to Lumiere's, the beautiful chandeliers above me, where you can see 3 decks, 3, 4, and 5. Right behind me, right against those portholes, you'll find photo spot 1 during the night, and 2 more on the starboard side of the ship. That's where we are now, walked across the ship's starboard side. Another photo here and here during the night, and the port adventure desk right there. Continuing past the port adventure desk, these are the midship elevators. Going forward on deck 3, we're making our way toward the after hours section. Most things in after hours are reserved for the night, but you can see they have fathoms right there, keys, and you'll notice the next one is actually the Snuggling Duckling. They take over I think it's one night during the adventure. I can't wait to see it, probably tonight. If you're looking for those iconic shots of you sitting in a porthole, the after hours section is where you want to come to. And just look at that. You can get kind of further out there, take a picture, maybe your friend or family member take a picture of you. It's awesome. Beyond fathoms and the really cool portholes, you can find Keys on board, which is a really cool piano bar. Moving past Keys, we've made our way to the deck 3 forward elevators, the after hours carpet right below me, Sea Treasures, which is the shop right there, and O'Gill's Pub, which has been transformed into the Snuggly Duckling. Sea Treasures is open later in the day, but let's take a look at O'Gill's Pub as the Snuggly Duckling. The entire pub has been totally reimagined, from those targets behind me to the ducklings that you can see on the TVs, on the wall. Snuggly Duckling right there, and right behind me, look at that. Pub sing-along tonight. Leaving the Snuggly Duckling now across the way, that is the back entrance to Fathoms. Now, not to worry, if you're still a little bit confused after this video, don't worry, I was too when I stepped on board. But if you know the Wonder, the sister ship, you'll know the Magic pretty well. If you get lost on board, not to worry, every elevator bank has these signs right here where you can find where everything is, and the cast members are more than happy to help. I sure hope you found this tour of the Disney Magic to be fun and informative. Thanks for being a part of the Magic with me. If you've been on the Disney Magic before, let me know your favorite part of the entire ship. Is it the Aquadunk slide, or Cove Cafe, or maybe Rapunzel's Royal Table? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Thank you so much for being a part of the Magic with me. Until next time, have a magical day.